Meanwhile, Station Casinos has confirmed a data breach from March. They say Station Casinos LLC experienced a cybersecurity incident in which an unauthorized third party accessed a single employee's account and associated files. They say the cybersecurity incident has had no impact on the company's properties or business operations. The company does not believe that the incident will have a material adverse effect on the company's financial condition or results of operations.